One question that's asked sometimes is what makes a divorce more expensive? Because they're not all the same price tag. Some cost a lot more than others. And I'll tell you the main reason is if one of the clients is not cooperating, is perhaps mentally ill, and therefore not making good decisions, they're not rational, they're not reasonable, that runs up your legal fees. Most cases that are tried to final trial at the courthouse, it's because one person is very unreasonable. And many times that is the reflection of a mental health disorder. It's very difficult to reason with or settle a case with a crazy person. So, and I'm using crazy in a non-clinical sense, that's not a clinical term, but you know what I mean. There are people out there that are very difficult to deal with. Now, having said that, almost every case that I have, my client tells me their spouse is highly unreasonable and crazy and we're never going to reach a settlement. And still, my percentage is probably exceeds the normal percentage of settlement, and the normal percentage is probably 85% of cases settle. Even more of my cases settle. So even though most people think their spouse is the unreasonable, crazy one, in many instances it's still someone that we can settle with, someone that does understand it's better for you to maintain as much of your estate as possible than to give it to the lawyers. It's better for you to put your kids through college than to put my kids through college. And that's something that I preach to my clients when I think my client is being unreasonable, to bring them back to reality, because they are in a very highly emotional state. It's a difficult time, and I want them to do what's best for their family ultimately.